like Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And some space here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the option. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ready, set.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurt sets up to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way down to the 9. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They go with White on the counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 11. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Opting to run again here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And it's a Packers touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 29 yards. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, You should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Quick throw caught by Godwin.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Room here to run.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
19 tight.
Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Lead alert, lead alert.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 13 yards out.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hot 70, hot 70.
In motion comes the tight end left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Packers!
Kyle Pitts.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw complete to Chark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
52.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Packers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.